Hey, you want to hear a funny joke? Yeah, me too. Too bad I don't know any. I feel like I've done something similar to this intro before, but honestly I can't remember. Welcome back to Cave Colonization, episode 77. Alright, we're in front of the aquarium because it's fish time. Hopefully this works. I didn't actually test it, but I probably should have. We are going to release the fish. So I have this, who is now DB Productions. I have I think it was a cotton candy beta or something that is running away from me. That is now Professor Bunny. And then I have a red snapper. That is now Mr. Shark Studios. I have room for a couple more fish, so I guess if you want a fish, comment that you want a fish on this episode. You can't have a fish if you already have a fish. But if anyone else wants one, and I'm still like around and you're not commenting years later, then be sure to comment that you want one. Alright, now let's actually build what we're going to build this episode. Alright, so we are right here today, right next to the clock store. And I'm gonna immediately get started because I feel like that'd just be smart, you know, build the thing that I came here to build. That's kind of why I'm here. But first issue with today is that for some reason Discord's not like uploading my screenshots. It'll upload them, but they're just entirely blank. And if you open them in browser from mobile, it's just a white square. So I don't know what's going on there. So I'm kind of without my screenshots for today, kind of, because I did upload them to Google Drive. So if I really need to, I can go there, but that's annoying. Hopefully I can accurately recall how this build goes, because that would be pretty helpful. It'd be kind of annoying to just keep using Google Drive and I can't swipe through the screenshots, and I also can't like get previews of them, so I don't know which one is which. That's also another problem because they're all named like PXL underscore ask ton of numbers or something. I don't know. I didn't rename them into Cave Colonization episode 77 build picture 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. I just uploaded them and was like, yep, that's good. So I'm kind of running out of spruce already. I've gone through like almost 2 stacks of logs, so I'm hoping that, okay, I do have one more, and I know I have one more as well, but this build does use a lot of spruce, so I'm hoping that I have enough. Whoa. Epic shot. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about this here build. Now, as you may see, I'm using polished diorite, which I don't think I've ever used diorite as like a wall block before. I usually use polished diorite to mark out like the pillars of where I'm gonna put everything, or where I'm gonna put these spruce pillars. I think I said that. It doesn't really matter how much I said something. If I said it twice, it ends up getting cut out in editing, because the editor of this video, well, of these videos, he's a fantastic guy. He's a lovely guy, smart guy, awesome guy. It's me, in case you didn't know that. But hopefully I have enough blocks. That one's all the way up there. Let me get out my other stack of polished diorite. And I plan to texture this building with some other blocks as well. This is going to be a build that makes one particular viewer in my audience happy, I guess. So I guess I should explain a little bit about what this is. So this is going to be like a lighting shop, which is another weird idea. But as I mentioned last time, I've kind of used all utility blocks and I'm kind of running out of, you know, things to build involving like smokers and furnaces and all those things, stone cutters and the like. But this build is a lighting shop, which is non-typical Minecraft shop. I don't need to put that there. I need to put it there. And this was suggested by Mr. Shark. I don't know where he suggested it, but it uses calcite, which I know he likes calcite. I personally don't like calcite. I think calcite's kind of ugly, but it doesn't matter. That's just normal diorite. I mean, yeah, it does use normal diorite as well for a little bit of texturing, because normal diorite is cool, I guess. There's no windows on the back because it looks directly into a wall. That hasn't stopped me before, but it stopped me this time because I guess it detracts from property value to have useless windows. Not that that really matters. But I know Mr. Shark likes calcite. I think it does go well with diorite. I think he used that in some kind of build. I don't know. At this point, it's almost a guarantee. One thing he's not going to be happy about that I didn't do on this build is use fence gates. There's no fence gates here, so I'm going to lose points with him for that, but oh well. So I'm just like texturing this up, so I'm probably just going to skip through this or speed it up because it's not really interesting. I think I'm done with the texturing bit. It looks decent, I guess, in here. I didn't build entirely out of calcite because I literally have like 56 blocks and now I have less than that. I only have 39. But that's the bottom floor done. But this building is 2 floors, as you can see from the spruce pillars I've already put in. I think what I'm going to do now is put in the floor and the staircase just so I can get up easily, because if I'm having problems getting up, it's going to be annoying when I fall back down. I'm opening the roof. But this floor is stripped dark oak, probably my favorite stripped wood. It's such a nice block. I miscounted by 3, or is this 1 block too long? This is a 5 long window. It should only be 4, so I guess my pillars are in the wrong spot. That's interesting to say the least, so I guess I need to fix that. Alright, so that's all fixed now. Something just died there. It's probably a slime, and that's honestly deserved because they're really annoying. You'd think having 1 extra block would be like better, but it's actually not. It's just gonna screw everything up. So let's put in this staircase like so, and I guess we should probably put in the floor. So if I counted the floor blocks correctly, it's not looking like it, but I think maybe these are meant to be spruce. I don't know. I would need to pull out my screenshot, so I guess let's go on a little adventure and try and find which one it is. Yeah, that is spruce, so I need more birchwood. Thankfully, I keep birchwood in my little shulker box. I figured 20 would be not enough, but I guess the math didn't math. It's fine. And we do get 1 more birch stair there, I think. So let's put in the walls for the top floor, and then I think it would be roof building time, which is good. I've been moving relatively quickly this episode, I think, beyond screwing up the build, but I don't think that was my fault. It was just, yeah, it was my fault, but not like me right now's fault. It was me, the guy who counted the size of the build, his fault. Can't believe that guy counted wrong, like unbelievable. You just can't do stuff like that anymore. It's not cost effective to be wrong. Another giant slime has spawned. Oh, nice. Hopefully it decides to jump into lava like that other one did. Here, let me just... That was a miss. It's farther away than I thought. That was also a miss. He's employing insane dodge tactics. Look at that. Yeah, dodge that, sucker. And he's gonna spawn into more. I think right now I'm gonna build the roof. I'm just gonna go kill that and pick up my arrows, so I'll be right back. Alright, the roof build is done. Not that you can see it much, but you know what? You can see a bone man all the way up there. Let's see if I can redeem myself with my aim. There we go. Is he gonna die? He's coming this way now. I aggroed him. He's dead now. So let's build some interior. First things first. As I mentioned, this is a lighting shop, and you might expect that means like chandelier builds and stuff, but nah, I'm not that creative. I'm just gonna grab a bunch of this stuff and then put some stuff down. Alright, so first things first, we have a barrel and a sea pickle. Right here on this corner, there's going to be one of these like lantern poles, and it has a lantern on it. And then over here, there's going to be another one. This one is gonna have 4 orange candles. Also, you may have noticed that my mouse is working now. I did literally nothing except just use it, and it decided that was enough, and now it works pretty much full power again, so that's awesome. We love to see that. Was there really ever a reason for it to not work? No, but it wanted to, so then it just decided that it did want to, and now it decided it's working again, I guess. But whatever, I'm not complaining. It's more convenient for me that way. Alright, if I can remember where everything goes. I don't remember what was here, but I think on this wall there's a normal torch, there's a soul torch, and there's a redstone torch. And next to these, there's this end rod that goes here. There might be something that goes on the other side of this. I'm gonna check that really quickly. Well, I'm gonna try anyway. Nope, this is completely right. And then up here, there's a sea lantern, a jack-o'-lantern, and a shroom light. So when I said lighting shop, like I said, you might have expected like interesting chandelier builds or something, but nah, I just decided to put a bunch of blocks that cast light. We got candles. I mean, there's like kind of an elaborate build. Just got normal candles, soul lantern, jack-o'-lantern, sea lantern, shroom light. No glowstone or redstone lamps, interestingly enough, but man, who cares about those? Got a glowberry, and then a light bulb. That's what this is meant to be. And to be honest, I think it kind of actually looks like that. So W interior design me. I think that's the downstairs done entirely, except for maybe a lantern that goes there. And the banners, which I shouldn't forget, but we have the yellow one, the orange, the light blue one goes back here, and then the red one goes upstairs, so we'll just get it out. But banners, yeah, they're just bordered with flower charged in the middle. Meant to represent all like the colors of light we have. There's no copper stuff yet, so no green, but we have like the yellow from the torch, the orange of the lanterns, light blue from the soul, and the red for the redstone torch. That's kind of what I was going for. And then maybe that spruce stair goes here, like that. And then I need this spruce slab anyway. I need 1 spruce log, I think. I guess I'll start here. But the upstairs is pretty typical with what I do with an upstairs. It's just like kind of a living area. So we just have some, you know, living area things like flower pots, which are aggressively living area in the DB Productions universe. Like if you don't have a flower pot in your room, what do you even do? doing? It's not even like an interior room. How can you just not have a flower pot? I'm hoping this is all in the right spot. Like I said, I don't really have a way to check. I mean, I guess I do. I just want to be lazy about it and not really want to check. All right, I studied for this build. Surely I can do it properly the first time. I am moving pretty quickly. I don't know if that's good or if it's bad. I don't know if these candles are lit. I'm gonna light them anyway. They're lit now, and I need a chest. Boom. Interior build, speed build, poggers. And then over here, this has got to be the other corner bush right here. There's only one corner bush downstairs, which is a little bit disappointing, but oh well. Not every block can have a corner bush, then it wouldn't be special. I'm just kidding. Every block can have a corner bush, and it remains just as special. Corner bushes are just that cool. I have 2 lanterns left. One goes there, one goes there. So I'm assuming one probably goes... It goes outside, it goes right there. Actually, I think that's the build done. That was very fast. I guess I did memorize it, so that's good. Then we're on to the exterior part. So let's get out some exterior stuffs, I guess, and we'll put that down. So we have the fences, we have a sign. Now, one thing I didn't come up with is a name for this shop. It's just the lighting shop currently. That's probably what the episode will be called. Wait, this guy's right on the edge. Wait, he's right. Okay. I didn't even have to do anything. He just decided to nope out on his own. God, I hate bats. Alright, but anyway, after witnessing that, that was traumatic, dude. He just did that in front of me. Like, I was gonna go kill him anyway, but like, I don't know if I can ever recover from this. That was just brutal. Whatever. It's a slime, so it's a dumbass and it deserves death anyway. Anyway, it gets it. What? I'm a nice person. What do you want about? That sounded like something a psychopath would say? I don't believe you. Yeah, the exterior decoration for this build is pretty simple. In fact, it's very simple. It's so simple that like it belongs in a DB Productions build. Thankfully, this is a DB Productions build, so it's right at home. So I guess if you have a name for the shop, something more interesting than lighting shop, then make sure to leave a comment and I will take your name into consideration because I don't really have anything and maybe you guys have something cooler than me. It's a rare possibility because I am like maximally cool. I don't even know if that's a word, but it's a word now. So it might not be possible, but you know, do your best. I believe in you. I didn't want to go like too advanced with the exterior decoration on this build anyway, and I already put the lantern up there because when I was building the roof, I couldn't see anything. I didn't really want to cover up the texturing and all that hard detail work I did. And originally, I don't know if I said this earlier in the episode, but I wasn't really overly fond of the diorite look, but it's kind of grown on me. I do think it's kind of cool. I can see why calcite is used in tandem with diorite and stuff because it does look pretty cool. Now, is this a wake-up call for me to use more calcite? Not really, at least not in cave colonization because it's kind of hard to get. I know where a single geode is. Okay, that's not true. I know where 2 is, and one of them is like right up there. We actually did an episode on amethyst mining not too long ago. I think it was 2 episodes before. Oh god, the phone is ringing. Alright, I'm back after the unnecessarily long automated message that we just received. Why was it so long? I don't know. I feel like it could have been a couple sentences, but apparently the callers did not. So in the meantime, I went and filled in all of the glass because I kept having to move that in my inventory. I don't actually know if there's any trapdoors on the side. I don't think so. So it's even simpler on this side, but I don't know. I kind of like it. I like the spruce and the green against the white. It does kind of blend in on the upper floor because it's both spruce, but that's okay. So let's just finish the outside of this. And I checked the recording and it's only at 20 minutes, which means I may not have recorded something or this has just been a really fast episode, the fastest one in recent memory, which is cool because that means I don't have to edit that much. And that is awesome. That is always the goal when making cave colonization videos, which is why I kind of rush through them because A, I don't like editing, and B, since I keep the raw footage, I don't want it to be that large because then it takes up more space, and I did not put the fences up here. And I'm noticing that I'm missing a trap door because I do need at least one for right here, and I also miscounted acacia leaves, so maybe I screwed up a side somewhere. I think that slime is aggressively coming towards me. Hello, sir. I don't really want the slime balls, if I'm being completely honest. I don't even know what my drop key is. I think it's V. I'll just make one right now, and then we'll have one spare, but that's, again, alright. Can't really reach up there. Alright, perfect. I think that's everything. That was a very fast build, which is good. There's another creeper up there. I don't know why. Why is it today that, like, everything is spawning? There was another creeper as well. I was playing this world, setting all this up, and there was no mobs, but here's our little build. One thing I didn't mention is got these little ears over here on the side, and I'm planning on having a build that uses more of those, or does it, but more impressive and fiercer. This building has just little stunted horns. I think that's going to be it for this episode, so thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.